Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'm down in a place, starting off at a place in London called Putney Bridge. I'm going to walk along the Thames path and walking along to the Albert Bridge. Interestingly, the Putney Bridge is a grade 2 listed bridge, and it was built back in 1729, but it was actually ruined when a barge went into it around about 1870. The original bridge was called Fulham Bridge. They rebuilt the bridge back in 1886, and that's where we're starting off. We're going to walk across the bridge, go along the Thames path, and then we will end up at the Albert Bridge. Today I've got the Canon M50 Mark II with me as usual, and I've got the Sigma 56mm lens on. This is my favourite lens for coming down to London. Just one focal point, 56mm. I've got it in aperture priority today just to see how that works. I'll put the photos up as usual with all the settings, so I hope you enjoy it. So I started off with a few warm-up shots, just some look-up shots. There were some lovely buildings here like this one, orange bricks and square rectangle windows, just looked really good. And then this building with a sort of a rounded edge to it, and I thought that really looked nice. I just took one going back towards the Putney Bridge. This lady, I just thought she blended well with the seat. Her skirt was sort of the same colour as the seat, and then this one, it's just typical, isn't it, you know, on the mobile phone, but everything led up to her, the steps and the rails. And then I saw these two doors, and I've got a thing about doors at the moment, so I took these two. I thought they were colourful. A street photography should be about stories, and so what sort of story does this one conjure up to you? Saw this tree, and I just loved the shape of the tree and the bark. I'll show it to you in a second, but there it is there, some nice sort of shapes that's grown over hundreds of years. So I just had to take it. And here's another story to tell. Chap looks a bit sad really, but he might not be, just pondering. And then we moved on to colourful residential barges on the Thames with that cityscape in the background. And then some more look-up shots. There were lots of buildings here, and I just couldn't help these look-up shots. Here's another story to tell. I just like the colours here, the yellow and the orange and the blues, very colourful. Oh, here we go again, another look-up shot. I just can't help it. Here I changed to shutter priority so that I could capture the droplets of water and freeze that, so I thought that came out good. And I just loved this scene. I just thought this was a really beautiful cityscape with people down the bottom, and then you don't have to take pictures of the buildings. You can blur them out and just take what's in front, in this case some reeds. And this chap, I just thought his top was the same colour as the yellow bushes and that grey post. He had grey on it. And here's a anchor that was by the Thames, and I thought this would really be a nice close-up. And then I looked through the eye of the anchor and tried to get a shot through that. And then I just stepped up a bit higher to see what I could get through there, and I was pretty happy with that shot. It's always said that you should always look behind you, but don't forget to always look up as well when you're walking along. And here's my look up shot. I saw this plane going over the top. This was an interesting one. I saw this fish in Chelsea Harbour, and I thought I'll try and get that with the background blurred. And then I looked through the eye of the fish. So here's a fisheye view. You've always got to try these things. And here's a look-up shot of a chimney. It looks like they're renovating the building and keeping that chimney. I took this look-up shot because I noticed a reflection of the building opposite, if you look at the bottom half of the picture. And then there's not many people in masks these days, but here's one that's in a mask, and I like the colours, and I also like the colours of these houses here, so I took this photo going along. And another look-up shot of one of the windows of the houses, just to show you the lovely colours. And then here we are at the Albert Bridge. So I thought, it's a very colourful bridge actually, and it just looked nice. And then here's a cityscape standing from the same spot, and then back to the Albert Bridge. And remember, always look up, and this shot here is a look up of the part of the Albert Bridge. So remember, look in front, look behind, and look up. And here's another story to tell. Somebody on their mobile phone, but actually I particularly like the wall behind us, so I took one of the wall as well with the railings, just like the colours. And then I looked back again through those railings and got one of the Albert Bridge with that's framed by the railings. Now these two were walking along and it looked like one of them was dancing, so I took one photo, and as I took it she turned around and started dancing, which was just great for me. And then I saw this fountain and a magpie in there, put it on a fast shutter speed and got that shot. Very lucky. And here we go, another story to tell. Wonder what she's thinking. And just opposite where that lady was, there was a nice tree. I mean, doesn't nature produce some beautiful things? And I also, in that same park, I looked through the trees and there was a traditional English cricket match. And then I just thought this woman looked like an explorer, so I had to take this photo. And then the last one of the day, there was a chap standing there leaning over with his hair hanging down. And so there it is. Now if you liked the video, please give me the thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.